Greetings! Welcome back to Minecraft. This is an island. But not just any island, an island I've set up to become the best area in my world. Which is very odd. I have some pretty good areas. And how am I going to do that? By making this the most terraformed, terrain added, structural area of the world. And we've already gotten to most of that by putting a little enchanting village here, which I still need to put the interiors of, designing some custom pine trees, a gold factory, a mud farm, which I'm definitely going to have to change later, and a Italian style farming village. No offense to anyone that's Italian and this is not correct. But there's still a massive problem. You see, there's a lot of grass blocks, and on every single grass block, I want to put grass on every single one. I've seen it used by a lot of YouTubers, and I reckon this actually looks really cool. So I'm out on a quest to, of course, cover every single block. And this episode is literally just gonna be like just farming grass. That's all, yeah, we're just gonna be farming grass. So we just need to go over to the desert, because that is pretty confusing probably. You guys probably like, but why are we going to the desert? There's no grass there. True. But what is in the desert is what gives us the grass. And that, you may start to see it, is a grass farm. More like a custom design of a grass farm, which to us might actually be very close to it. But this, I'll just give you guys a little demonstration. Just there we go. Let's go and grab some of these. Just do this. So basically, we just do this, and then it just dispenses a bunch of bone meal. Basically, make it so that we can just do this infinitely and gain a bunch of grass. Now, from like previous things, I already have just over a shulker box of grass. But we still need a lot more. Like, the progress I showed you guys earlier is probably like 30%, and I'd say that was about like almost about like 6 shulker boxes. So we're gonna need a lot more if we want to actually complete this. Of course, it'll be like a multi-episode thing. We'll also do it like off camera, like just to get like some more progress done. But this farm has to be like a pretty OP one, because I might actually be using some of these tricks for other places in the future. And you may be wondering like why I built it here. There's 2 reasons for that. Number 1, I want to build stuff in the desert. I thought this was the perfect excuse. And number 2, I looked up on the internet and it said there wasn't meant to be any flowers here. But you can obviously see that flowers still spawn with bone meal. Let's do this. There we go. So basically, now you guys did see a whole minecart below, but it's not picking up anything. That's actually because I actually have no idea. Like, I've used this like little tactic before with other farms, but looks like it just can't go through grass. So I will definitely fix that in the future. And after this perishes, I'll do another drop off. Then we can go grab some more shears out of the chest. Nah. Aw. Bit like. Oh, that's just so satisfying. Start with the drop off of things that aren't grass. Like, this farm is actually pretty OP, like. Look at this. By the way, everyone, I also put a witch farm. That's why I can have so much redstone. Just for any people that are out there accusing me of cheating. But anyway, we have the shears. The thing is, like, it also like chews up a decent amount of bone meal, but it does actually, like, it still like that actually has a decent amount. Plus, oh my god, in that mountain that was like on the island that we are currently transforming, inside that is actually a enchant setup, a pretty overpowered sugarcane farm, and a moss farm. I designed the sugarcane farm myself, so if you guys want a tutorial for that, I can give you guys one. And I actually forgot who designed the moss farm, so sorry to that person. I have actually done like a lot of progress, as you guys can see. Like day 3100, like I started transforming that, well not like transforming it, but like building on the island on day like 2900, I would actually say, maybe even 800. So that's still like a lot of days ever since like using some stuff on that island. The reason like we do this after every 2 shears is because like we don't want everything to despawn. Oh, actually getting close to filling up the second shulker box. I think we should be fine just to like do this. I know it's not really like the most efficient way to do it. I know like most farms just like go like back and forth. How this one goes like a merry-go-round sorta. But it's still very good. Like there's also like a certain spot where like it has to be like open and like free for it to dispense more bone meal, which is actually like very good, so you can like mine more glass before it bone meals it again. There it is, becoming nighttime. I think I'll only get through like one pair of shears. Yeah, I'm only gonna get through one pair. Oh, you're gonna come in now. This one like has to be like one like the best rates farm, like one of them. Like the moss farm is one of the best. But this farm like also holds a lot more use. Wait. No way. There's no way. How? Like look, I loaded like 2.5 stacks of bone meal in. I'm like barely even gonna shulker box out of that. Let's make sure that my inventory just hasn't filled up. Okay, yeah. You guys see what I was talking about when I said that this farm choose for a lot of bone meal? I'm not gonna have a lot of bone meal farms, but we actually have some pretty good progress. These 2 sugar boxes I can keep that here, but we're gonna take both of these. And you may be wondering, like, why am I doing this? That's actually because, actually to be honest, I actually have no idea. But I want my world to be like really good, and the fact that I haven't really done like a good transformation of an island, like I did like that giant base, like the base island transformation, and I did like some small transformations on the super smelter island, but they aren't really the best. Like they're more just like make it look more like man-made. However, this one I want this to be like look more like nature. Also, just like look at these pine trees. I think I did a pretty good job. So, you guys may be wondering, where do we start? I'm going to answer you guys with, I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because we're not placing this episode. That's right. If we were to place all this episode would be way too long. So what we're gonna do for the rest of the episode, or at least for some of the episode, I actually wanted to show you guys around this place. So we go up here, around the corner. Now just saying, I've only AFK'd this place for like 30 minutes in total. I'm like, look at this. This is like some pretty good stuff, especially since I also have the gunpowder farm. Then going over here with the enchanting setup, it's a full level 30. I don't really have anything to enchant to show you guys. I also colored more of my shulker boxes just to like signify more things. More things in here, like some redstone things. And over here is the moss farm. Back here is where you like go up to load the bone meal and turn it on. Over here is an auto sorter, which I'll actually go back out here and show you guys. It will sort out the moss, and then everything else will be turned into bone meal, and then sent back for a water column, like back up there. Like it's not really as efficient. That's why I might change it in the future. This is basically what I do. Like there'll be moss in both of these, and then final one will just start turning into bone meal. I might actually make this connect up with that water stream. This place has to be like one of my favorite builds. Just like so nice. It's not like the interiors aren't even close to done, but I do know what a couple of the houses are going to be. Like this one has to be like one, like a villager breeder. But there's over here a path which goes to my gold factory, which holds my gold farm. You guys may have seen this design a lot online. This was by Blazed MC. Let's go check him out. There's a little auto sorter down here. Let's just go down. We'll basically go nuggets, ingots, and one flesh. I might like make a little like cleric village around this area, you know. I don't know if I really like showed all the stuff in the tour, in the world tour. We have of course the Italian village. Just these actually have interiors, cocoa bean farm, villagers, and this is actually a villager breeder. The reason I'm gonna make another one is because I think this one's broken. This one just like doesn't really work. I literally just heard like a creeper somewhere. Like I heard like a tss. So that is a zombie. I did it again. And over here is the mud farm. Maybe like how this is all a mud farm. We have a rooted dirt farm, and then we have something that turns everything to mud and then explodes it. So, yeah. And like so far, everything looks pretty good, I reckon. Oh yeah, I forgot to show, like over here is a little like river, custom river I made, just to like separate the islands. I'm like, this part looks really good, but I don't really know about this. I'm like, I designed this in creative, but then when I got into this world, I was just like, how am I going to do a diagonal one? But if you guys have any designs for a diagonal, please let me know. I do want to keep like the basics, like shape of the whole island. It's just like tiny terraforms that I might have to do. But either way, I reckon this place is looking so good so far. I'm like, there's definitely like more structures that need to be added around here. I might turn this into a factory at some point, just to make this like look a bit better from the outside, more appealing. Maybe yeah, again like a little cleric village over here to trade the one flesh with. Yeah, there's not really too much, and I don't think like it's like a whole island like transformation if not really much structures. I also have a little like mini bridge here. But if you actually like look, this was like an hour to just get like 30% in, which most of you guys might think is pretty good. But like, I'm not really on like 24/7 like most people. I got like the real world stuff to do. I'm also thinking of like doing a couple like builds in here. Also, you guys may have noticed that I just didn't upload last week. That's just because I physically have no idea what to do. But now, with the, like, with this transformation, I actually know what to do. So I can actually, like, do more videos. If you guys, like, want anything, like, specific, or any ideas, please let me know. Basically, like, imagine this. A bunch of grass everywhere, and a bunch of these, like, custom pine trees just, like, scattered all around the island. Like, it might be, like, my most immersive area. I also want to do, like, a couple of transformations, like, to certain areas, like, for example, like, what I mentioned before, like, the mud farm to, like, a mud factory. The good thing is, like, this thing also produces wood as well. You may think, like, why is that important? But I'm just being honest. That, the other wood farm, it's slower. It'd be faster for me to just mine the trees. And you may ask yourself why. Yeah. So I have no idea if I should just like remove that, or just make like a really fast farm, or just ignore it. Like so far, like during the daytime, the grass looks very good, but I reckon it'd be like a lot easier, like a lot better. I mean, if I just put on environment visuals. So next episode, when I continue this project, I'm gonna put on environment visuals, and then after that episode, I want you guys to tell me if you think environment visuals or no environment visuals. Because the reason I don't always play environment visuals is so I can have like a big render distance, so I can see very far. Oh yeah, I would also like to transform that island at some point. I've no idea why I've just done like so much far islands to transform, but I just left that small one. There's a lot of like closer islands that I've already like put like one build on, we just haven't touched since. Yeah, I'll show you. Look, now it's day, and the rain has disappeared. I can just show you like the grass as you like go in. What the hell is going on with the mountain? Okay, there we go. Generation error. Like, just look at this. I wish there was like a little like add-on of some sorts like that makes Scratch like always loaded. So like when you get close, you can even when you fall, you can actually like just see the grass. I wish that would also like affect banners as well, so I can actually like come up to the Italian village. I still have yet to do like a loadless interior. Like there's just a few houses that have no interior, but yeah, like for example the purple house, pretty sure the black house is nothing. Yeah, red is like the villager house, and these two are like farm animal, of course, cocoa bean. This is the wheat farm. This farm has to be like also pretty useful, especially with the mud farm. The whole reason I really made the mud farm and the wheat farm is so I can do this gold farm over here, because of course I use the low packed mud, you know, mud, wheat. Also, if I'm just flying and I need like emergency stopper but I don't want to take damage, I just fly into this little like smoke thing right here. Well, I guess I also take damage. Also, just saying, like, this thing is also made out of gold. I bought the farm first, so I could do this. And on the back, I have no idea what I did here. I guess it was like sort of like a crown thing. Just saying, I did not remember putting that there. But I definitely want to add more to this island, just so I have more uses to come here rather than just like a few farms. But I've been using the gold farm a lot lately, because going between here and the farm, the grass farm, has been so many times to get grass that both of my elytras, because I not just rockets in here, it's also a spare elytra, have broken like 6 times. It's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, next episode we will go do some more farming. I may actually, or we could actually do some placing of some grass. We will also like set out some game plans, and then the episode after that we'll do some creative testing for a couple of areas, and then hopefully the video after that will be building some of the planned stuff from the creative testing, and then hopefully the project will be done. And I'm actually gonna set us like you and I as like the viewers a deadline. I want this project to be done by day 3000, let's go 300. That is exactly 117 days away. So we probably shouldn't be wasting much time anymore. Being we like just at the deadline. So now that you guys know what will be in the next episode, that's all for this episode. I'll see you all in the next episode. Just for a recap, we farmed a lot of grass, and I told you guys the game plan for this. That's all. Anyway, I'll see you all next episode. Bye bye.